Last week, I had a panic attack. I'm okay now. I'm safe. I am supported. I am, for the most part, on the other side of this. There are definitely some things that I still am keeping close and private, but I'm ready to let you in on some of it. So I'm about to get real, and real raw. And that may stir up some tender parts in you. And if that happens, that's okay. You can listen, you can leave, you can breathe. I really trust you to make the best choices for yourself. So please take what you need and leave the rest. No hard feelings. Even though I feel super cringe telling you about this, there's definitely, I'm worried about who's going to see it and what they're going to think. I have to share my story, not for applause, not for validation, but because it's the only way I know how to shift the last of this energy out of my way so I can get my mojo back. I hate feeling like this. I can feel the dimness in my energy, and people flat out tell me I look tired. Like, I know. And there are still times where, even though the event of the panic attack is over, I still have these little aftershock moments. I can't keep it all together. I cry in public. I don't want to cry in public, but also I can't keep this inside of me. It's too uncomfortable. I need to like make some room so that I can continue to show up in life and for my clients and all the things I need to do. And besides, like, who I'm too tired. I'm just too tired and it's too raw. I can't fake it anymore. And who am I faking it for? Like, who profits from me swallowing this? So I got to share this. And also, what if this helps or comforts one other soul? Then that, for me, that's worth the risk. Let's start with what happened. The short story is life got on top of me. The world is chaotic right now, especially for women. It's uncertain and heavy and relentless. And I don't need to tell you, we're all spinning plates that we did not sign up to spin. And on top of that, I have the added pressures of being a founder, owner, operator, which means I'm always working on my business and in my business. I have to show up for clients and guide and hold space and lead. And I have to generate revenue and create strategy and think ahead. Right now, I'm restructuring all of that, which is a full time job. And I'm in an intense book writing process that requires a lot of me. It's like getting a PhD off the side of my desk. Something always needs my attention. There are always so many decisions to make and directions to give. And everywhere I turn, people are waiting and watching and looking to me, expecting me to lead and to have all the answers. And on a good day, I love that. I train for the life I'm building. I got it all down. I train, I track, I monitor, I show up. And even with all of that, I reached max capacity. And little by little over the past month or so, I've noticed things diminishing. I have to check and double check things more often. I doubt myself. Did I do my homework? Did I do that right? Did I miss something? Over checking my calendar. And then at the same time, I've also had a lot of experience where time just kind of disappears. I eat breakfast at 9 a.m. and then the next thing I know, it's dark and it's 6. And that is productive, but it's way more disorienting and discombobulated. I don't like losing time like that. I also have had no appetite, which is actually kind of good because I have no creative imagination to even think of what would I want to make if I could find the energy to even cook it. I just feel like I'm getting more and more edgy, more frustrated, less patient, and just have been slowly feeling less and less like myself. And then, as if I wasn't already on high alert, I had to step into a community leadership role. There was an incident in my building that was an emergency involving the police. So, like, yeah, let's just throw sirens and uniforms on top of that. So then there were even more people looking to me for guidance, for direction, and for answers. It just left me like raw, exposed, unprotected, and exhausted. It was about 2 days after the emergency incident. And I had been doing all the things that I'm trained to do, that I practice to bring myself down back to neutral. But I just couldn't turn myself off. And that was actually making me more frustrated that what I was knew how to do, that even this isn't working. And I slid into bed feeling trapped, locked into my life. Like, this is it. This is who I am now. This is just who I am now. uh, Tomorrow hadn't even happened, and I was already resentful and exhausted by it. And with that, some kind of like ancient, primal pain, something older than tears, beyond language, came up in me. And all of a sudden, it was like an electric current and a riptide, and I was pulled under and I felt disconnected. My body was convulsing. I literally felt like I was going to come outside of myself and die. That terrified me, not being able to find my way out of that void. And that in that void, all of the sudden, something bigger than me, but also of me, cut through like the eye of the storm. Reach out. My hands were shaking so badly. I don't even know how I picked up the phone, and it was after midnight on the East Coast, but thank God my friend picked up. I couldn't even speak, and thankfully I didn't have to. It is amazing to me what the simplicity of the presence of another living being, a pulse on the other end of a phone, the alchemy of that presence. No talking, no fixing, just breathing and just being together. So little by little, I started to calm down and come back into my body. And, I went from convulsing to shaking to just sort of laying, and of course, had a headache and was dehydrated, but the event passed. And it really wasn't until afterwards that I realized, oh, like, you didn't just cry yourself to sleep. That was a panic attack. I'm in a much better place than I was a week ago. I'm not all the way through. Of course, my nervous system is still recalibrating. My mind, I think, is like, whatever, it was a week ago, like, you're fine, get over it, get back there. But there's a deeper, wiser part of me that knows that's not the move. I had a disorienting event, and my system is still working through the cortisol and the adrenaline. I need some time and space to unwind. Resilience is built in the savor, not in the stretch. And so I have been doubling down on all of my resilience practices: conscious connected breath work, meditation, exercise, getting my protein markers, my sleep, talking to my coach, doing all the things that I just know work for me, because I can only give from my surplus. Generally speaking, human beings suck at completing stress loops and joy loops. We have a disorienting event or a major milestone, and we barely pause to acknowledge it or be in it, never mind reflect on it and integrate any lessons that came from it. We just blow right through and keep on keeping on. We think we're moving forward. We mistake busyness for progress, but our mind is still trapped in the past, stewing and replaying drama and events, and we get stuck in a time warp. When we're half present, we're not fully occupied and embodied. It means we don't have access to the fullness of our resources. We get disconnected from the source of our power. Is it any wonder I spun off? On a different and more mysterious timeline, I know that I'm in a growth cycle. And sometimes in a growth cycle, the system and the spirit need a hard reboot so that they can come back into realignment. Having a panic attack was not fun, but on some level, it was necessary. I needed to become fully detached from an older, outdated version of myself, come back and reset to a neutral, unknown place so that I can make my return to greatness and wholeness, and go after what it is that I'm trying to make happen. We have to go through deep and uncomfortable transformation in order to emerge as a newer version of ourselves. I need to create the capacity to go after all the things I'm trying to create in my life. So that's where I'm at. Stay tuned. And really, if this kind of raw, messy, unfiltered content appeals to you, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to Letters from Kenny. It's no fluff, no filters, just universal truths, me sharing my journey and hopefully igniting something in you. When you subscribe, you get first access to content like this, new program offerings, special discounts, free resources, all the good stuff before the rest of the world gets it. And whatever platform you're seeing this on, click like, follow, subscribe, all the things, because I'd love to show up in your timeline again.